Welcome to the age of Zay Washington in Memphis Wrestling, and I could not be happier. Zay Washington is a supreme talent, accepted and agreed by Dustin Starr this week in Memphis Wrestling. And this is last week, of course, because it's the Sunday. I always do it late, don't I? But he's out first with the WWE ID prospect, Aaron Roberts. If you've got a problem, I can be your problem. And just in case. And although he agitates fans, and some of those fans, while Zay's speaking, are having to be held back by security. It's actually Zay who says, gun show Bret Michaels, he says that with Bret, every rose has its thorn. Well, he doesn't say that, but he should do. And he also says that Bret Michaels has been handed a lot. He took Bret Michaels to the wire the other week. I think he did. And he wants that belt. That's great. I'm so glad about that. By the way, Aaron's lost a bit of weight. Looks good, you know. But Aaron will be facing a competitor because Jackson Drake, another WWE ID gent, is out. Nice arrogant promo, and they don't half square up. He did make Aaron Roberts look like it wasn't his house, despite Aaron saying it was. He made himself comfortable, opened the fridge and took out a beer, and then monopolised the TV. They will fight next week, I think. Also this week, we have Marko Harris getting into Tim Bosby's head by doing nothing. Marko's won one of those matches. The second one was a draw, I think. And he's so desperate, is Tim Bosby, to face Marko and to beat him. He is willing, in talking to King Cobra, the maker of matches, the matchmaker, make me a match. And so keen to have that match with Marko. He wants it 2 out of 3 falls, which Marko's agreed, but Cobra also says, well, Marko says he wants your Cobra Cup on the line. I don't think, if I remember rightly, that Tim Bosby says yes or no, but the work's great in that he's completely conflicted, but I believe he will put that on the line because he really wants that match. Now, the Disorderlies are pretty much like loads of other heel tag teams in scrubs and stocking masks. They're bad guys, and it's Bruce and Morrow, who of course split with Ash Hole Taylor, Reverend Ash Hole Taylor, last week, and went from the bad guys' locker room to the good guys' locker room. Out they come, Sister Asa, nowhere to be seen, and the crowd are shouting because you've got Bruce and Morrow, the right hand of Rage. Anyway, they're calling them Brucifer, which I really like, actually. You've got the Disorderlies punching Morrow to no effect. The Disorderly 1, I presume, tags into Disorderly 2, who's a bit more rotund than number 1, who isn't happy to be tagged in, and there's a sidewalk slam from Bruce, and they win. Fairly quick. But I didn't really note this. I suppose I might not have zoned in on it. I thought it was Abel Booker. It might have been Ash Taylor in the forest, picking up a sign, going towards a house, then a voiceover around the slaughterhouse and 2 people on the run. I don't know what's going on, but looking forward to his next move, because the Righteous Path hasn't really taken off, in my view. Given loads of time, not taken off. Now, Zay Washington is going to win this. CJ Blaine, CJ Money and CJ Money's mummy will be out, but CJ gets some early success, but then he's caught by Zay with a nice backbreaker, beautifully done. The Blaine effect is in full effect. It's a big knee, but then he's caught off the top, buckle bombed, and then power bombed, really quite almost through the mat, by Zay for that pin. And then they get in the ring, do Mama and Money, Money's Mama, Mama's Money, and whip him. CJ Money's whipping him quite. I don't think You need to do it that much, mate. Well, you want to. Fair enough. Now, later on, Nixie XS will be in a tag team with, as we know, Indy Hartwell, who's the big guest, and women's champion Diana Taylor. Diamond Diana Taylor, I think she's called in this promotion, isn't she? And Nixie XS needs a partner, because there's no C-Rex anymore. She seems to have gone. It's a shame, really, but she'll face, or she'll be with, KJ Rocket. Seven Cruz is brokering that deal. Now, we've got the open challenge from Mike Anthony, my favourite wrestler of last year, as you know, for the Internet Championship. And this week it's Jay Webb with Makari Candy. He gives Mike Anthony a lollipop to begin with, takes the lollipop, but he's not that kind of fella. He's not a lollipop type character, is he? Although there will be some candy-based shenanigans later on in this match. He throws away the lollipop and smacks Jay Webb immediately, who then puts down Mike, because he's a bigger dude, isn't he? There's a backdrop and a Samoan drop as well for a long 2 count, but Mike Anthony on the apron gets an enziguri and then a belly to back on that apron too. Goes out to get some candy from Makari Candy's candy bucket. It's extremely sour, he's told us later on, and he doesn't like it. It hyped him up, fired him up to get Jay Webb up for that brainbuster. I mean, it wasn't fully extended, but Jay Webb's a big dude, and he continues to be the Internet Champion, and quite right too. By the way, Tim Grind and Lance have got a new t-shirt. I won't be ordering that one. And here we've got Good versus Evil, apparently. Wonderboy from EPW versus Laryntiz X. Laryntiz X. That's right, isn't it? Looks a bit lucha, and apparently he embodies all that is evil in the world, if you believe in that. Or you might think that people have created that to keep you in line, to keep you doing things. You could, but that's a conversation we're not going to have here, isn't it? So, you've got a choke from Laryntiz. It's apparently, according to Dustin, illegal. Then he just tells us he's got a 5 count. So it's not illegal, is it? It's illegal after the 5 count. And as Brian Danielson will tell you, I have till 5. There you go. Laryntiz has got a mannequin head with, a bit like Al Snow, but a different thing. He's got a mask on it, and he keeps going to it. A bit like the urn with The Undertaker, only far more low rent. So he gets some shoulders in the corner. Wonderboy gets a neck breaker and a drop kick for the pin. I wanted to see some more, because what I did see was not that brilliant, to be honest. And here's your main event. Nixie XS and Rocket KJ versus DDT and Indy Hartwell. Rather good, actually, I have to say, in that there is a DDT snapmare. She likes those 2 snapmare variations. Leg lariat, which was a little bit clunky, I think. I don't think that Nixie got up enough for it to look that great. Anyway, Hartwell side slam. Great that KJ Rocket, as Dustin quite rightly tells us, squeals when that's happening. It's great. I like the Diana Taylor pull back on the arms. She usually stomps the face into the mat, I think, if I remember rightly. But she's thrown off. Nixie gets the choke. Nice Samoan drop, though, from Diana Taylor. Spinebuster from Indy Hartwell for a long 2 count. Then she sees Devin Cruz, who needs to come onto the apron to try and make some change. The change he gets is a boot in the face. But Rocket does get the roll-up on the distraction. Doesn't work. And very soon we've got Diana Taylor's boot and Diana Taylor's DDT from DDT with the DDT for the pin for DDT. Was it good this week? It was. It was fun. And that's the great thing about Memphis. It is a great fun wrestling show. I heartily endorse it. And I watch it every week. And I love it every week. It's not always fantastic. And this is one of those weeks where it's always really good. And if you can do that, you're onto a good thing, aren't you? Ta-ta.